All right, welcome back. Today we are going to be making 3 different deliveries in New York City. 2 of them, we're going to be unloading our truck onto a job site for 2 jobs that we're starting. Car coming. And then the 3rd stop, we're going to be removing equipment from a building for a job site that we just finished last week. So let's go. Tight spaces in these loading docks sometimes. We're back with Poppy. He's the man of the hour. Here, our truck is too low for the loading dock. They obviously run into that a lot, which is why they have this platform right here, which is pretty cool. It's like its own little elevator. You load up the platform and you raise it up to the level of the loading dock. Hit it, Poppy. Going up. So this is actually phase 2 of a project that we did a couple of weeks back, which the video is right here, of which we polished all these hallways and corridors and everything. And it has since been protected, and thank God it's been protected, because you can see all the spackle that's fallen on the protection, which would have been right on our floor had this protection not be as good as it is. So now we're back here to polish this and blend it in with what we did a couple weeks ago. This is all going to come up. This is all just patch, layers of patch. It's all got to come up and get polished. And all of this has to go in the next hour and a half. That's when we're starting. Poppy, I think it's just the cables, the machine, and the vacuum. Going down. Okay. Like this, right? There we go. It's like Tetris. Excuse us. How you doing, guys? Charlie?
Yeah.
Nick?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Let's just make sure your pigtails hooked up, all right? Because I don't want to get a phone call saying, hey!
That's right.
You're never going to believe it, there's no pigtail!
I've been waiting outside for time, but now they ain't gonna let me in. But you gotta know one thing, all I ever do is win because of that groundwork. I've been setting this mic alight until the fire takes over. And they say I told you, coming to you from the outskirts. I've been waiting outside for time, but now they ain't gonna let me in. But you gotta know one thing, all I ever do is win because of that groundwork. I've been setting this mic alight until the fire takes over.
How loud?
Loud?
I mean,
You'll hear it from like the floor below, floor above.
it's because they're filming on the 7th floor.
Or what time?
At 6 o'clock they start.
God.
It's going to be a live audience at 6 o'clock, from 6 p.m. to 11.
It depends how sensitive, I don't know, these floors. In New York City, they're filming, what did they say, a Bravo show?
Just hit them like nice. It's quiet.
It's quiet, but it depends how sensitive they are. It could be loud. All right, off to the next one. Let's go.
I've been waiting outside for time, but now they ain't gonna let me in. But you gotta know one thing, all I ever do is win because of that groundwork. I've been setting this mic alight until the fire takes over.
Let me see here. Just pull over right here for 1 second. I'll check it out.
But now they ain't gonna let me in. But you gotta know one thing, all I ever do is win because of that groundwork.
That's good,
I've
Papa.
been setting this mic alight until the fire takes over. And they say I told you, coming to you from the outskirts.
Stop number 2. Currently trying to look and find our equipment. So all we had to do on this floor was just scarify the floor, get all the patch and carpet debris off, and then the next guy's gonna take it from here. Found the stuff. All right. Careful, Poppy. It'll be the last street you cross.
Nick, what else you got? You got a 30-30 in a vacuum, a big vacuum, a black one?
Yeah, it'll fit. It'll be full again, but it'll fit. Hole. Oh, 1 second, Bobby. Jesus. Okay.
Feeling 10 years making beats, patience tastes bitter, but the aftertaste is so sweet. Could have stopped at any time, wouldn't have believed this. People used to talk down, but now I got them speechless. That's what I call foresight, that's what I call manifesting. Moving to the rhythm of my intuition. Anything I want, I speak into existence.
Third and final stop.
That's how I'm living. That's how I'm winning. Look around, everyone sounding lazy. Am I the only one who does themselves on the daily? I don't wanna hear about these rappers with the same flows. Everybody cut, copy, paste, and where the game go. I remember when I was a kid that would've warranted excommunication from the game, now they rewarding it. Got me so glad I know myself. Moving to the rhythm of my intuition. Anything I want, I speak into existence. That's how I'm living. That's how I'm winning.
So we unloaded everything into the loading dock, but we can't go into the loading dock until we go around to the front of the building, sign in with the front desk, then walk back around to the loading dock, and then we can go in. All right, so what we're doing now, our delivery is done, everything is up on the floor. We're going around and checking for nails. This floor has a lot of nails. So I'm going around marking out with this paint where there's nails. Let's see if we can find one. Like nail, nail. And while this might take 30 minutes, 20 minutes to do, it could mean the difference between breaking a machine or not breaking a machine and staying on schedule or not staying on schedule. So this is a crucial step in making sure that the machine stays up and running and progress keeps going, because if it hits one of these nails, it could be the end of the machine. Then we gotta bring a whole new one in or fix it on site, and it's just time consuming. So one very important thing about these powerhouses is that the phasing matters. If you see this arrow right here, that arrow indicates which way that the fan blades are supposed to be spinning. And if they're spinning the opposite way of that arrow, it just blows out air instead of sucking it in. If this is ever in the wrong rotation, we have to switch the phasing inside the panel to the opposite phase, and it'll spin the right way, and then it'll be able to actually do its job, suck in. So this is called a pre-separator, and it's the first line of defense for the dust and the sand and the concrete that comes off the floor. So this gets connected first to the machine. All the dust then passes from the machine into the pre-separator before going into the vacuum. So it's hitting this thing first, which is basically just a cylinder of metal that just drops down into this tub, instead of hitting the filters and basically sandblasting the filters and then damaging the filters, replacing the filters way more often. If you don't use this, the filters are clogging. This will save you tons of time, money, and headaches down the road by letting this thing take the beating first before all the dust hits your vacuum.
entertained? Are you not entertained?
Every time, every night is a loose one. And every flight, you know that I put the crew on. You say that I drop top, well then tell me what you done. I'm still in my winning phase, yeah, I've been away, are you entertained?
The God of me, that's what I'm constantly summoning. I love the climb, I don't care where the summit is. Funny when people be saying I peak, retired, my parents, they live at the beach. Models and freaks is my track record. I made my homies my staff members. Got myself lit to give y'all the light. Using my mind to attract better. At first when adversity came, I said why me? Now I be staring it down, saying trying me. Kyrie, I handle it well. They still taking shots, trying to hand me a L, but I pass on that. Anger, I try not to act on that. I'ma just transmute it, put it all back in the music. It's feeling like I might just be on the road. I'm never selling my soul. My records are platinum and gold. It just keeps happening, whoa. It's feeling like I might just be on the road.
All right, so that was a pretty typical day where we had to make 3 different stops, dropping off equipment at 2 different locations, picking up equipment at a different location with some waiting in between for permission to get into the loading docks and permission to take equipment down and equipment up. But the guys are started upstairs. They'll be here for probably a couple days before they move on to another job and then repeat the process all over. We take everything back down and move it to a new location. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and see you guys on the next one.